Hey everybody, I'm Natalia Bonner. I have a fun little tutorial style video to share with you today. So if you've been stitching along with me in my stitch along called Let's Stitch with Natalia, I have been stitching on these fun little quilts and they're actually pre-printed panels. There's details about the panel in the description below, but on the background of each of these quilts, I've done different background fillers and I thought it would be fun to show you how I quilt each of those background fillers in case you want to try that too. Besides learning all this ruler work, you might as well add a little bit of free motion quilting to it. So with the first one, the first panel, I used my swirl, and that design I actually teach you how to quilt step by step in my book and my online class, Beginner's Guide to Free Motion Quilting. Then on the second quilt, I did the rainbow background filler that I love. It's really cute. It's a fun background filler that kind of gives the same look as the swirl, but it's a little bit different. So then there's a tutorial for that one. And now on this one, I'm doing this fun, I'm calling it a macaroni background filler. You can call it whatever you want, but for some reason it kind of reminds me of macaroni noodles. It's a fun filler that goes pretty quickly and fills in the background really nicely. So obviously you can increase or decrease the size of this type of design to get as heavy or loose of quilting as you would like. A few of the products that I am using here, I do all of my quilting on my Gamble 22-inch machine. I do have my machine set in the stitch regulated mode and my stitch length is set at 12 stitches per inch. The batting that I'm using on this quilt is one layer of the Quilter's Dream Poly Deluxe batting. The threads that I'm using on the top, I'm using So Fine color number 401, and then on my bobbin, I'm using Bottom Line color number 624. All those products are available for purchase over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. In the meantime though, let's get stitching. To stitch out this design, I'll begin by stitching a little half circle, semicircle, whatever you want to call it. From there, after I've stitched the first circle, I'm going to stitch a small straight line that's about 1/4 of an inch long, and then stitch an echo around the outside of that fun little macaroni semicircle shape, whatever you want to call it. You'll notice as I'm stitching this out, sometimes that I do stitch 2, 3 echoes around the outside of it. Something else to remember as I stitch out this design, echoing is your friend. So whenever I need to travel to a new place to start another one of these macaronis or semicircles, I can always echo to travel to get to a new place. So randomly stitching little macaronis with echoes around the outside. I'll repeat that design until I filled in that background space completely.